Hello, my friends. Thank you, dear friend, for being here today. Do you ever wish you could speak more confidently about your daily life? Are you looking for a way to make your English sound more natural and academic? In this session, you will learn and repeat 200 sentences all about school, homework, studying, and university life. We've broken this down into three parts. The first part is for beginners. The sentences are simple and clear. The second part is for intermediate learners. The sentences get a bit longer and have more detail. The third part is for upper intermediate learners. The sentences sound more natural and academic. After I say each sentence, I want you to shadow me. This means you should repeat the sentence aloud, imitate my pronunciation, and get some speaking practice. Doing this will boost your listening, speaking, and memory all at once. Are you set? Let's start with part one, the beginner level. Each day I go to school. My school is large. My teacher is nice. I take a seat at my desk. I open my book. I write inside my notebook. I pay attention to the teacher. I ask questions during class. I complete my homework every night. Homework allows me to learn. I use a pen. I use a pencil. I pack my lunch. I eat with my friends. The school bell rings. I study English. I study mathematics. I study science. I enjoy history. I sketch in art class. I play on the playground. I run with my friends. I learn new vocabulary. I read a short story. I compose sentences. I spell out the words. I learn at a slow pace. I learn something new each day. My teacher assists me. My classmates are very welcoming. I put my hand up. I provide an answer. Sometimes I am correct. Sometimes I am mistaken. But I try once more. I bring my completed homework to school. The teacher reviews it. I receive a good grade. I feel joyful. Sometimes homework is tough, but I never give up. I enjoy learning. I want to become intelligent. I listen with care. I speak with clarity. I repeat new words. I practice daily. I write at a slow pace. I read out loud. I use my dictionary. I ask my teacher for assistance. I learn new grammar rules. I copy down sentences. I double-check my work. I fix my errors. I am improving. I like my English class. I like attending school. School is very important. Knowledge is power. I want to become skilled at English. I have big dreams. I desire success. School helps me develop. Homework helps me understand. I have faith in myself. Okay, let's now advance to the next level. The sentences will be a bit longer. Listen closely and try to shadow along with me. I attend school every morning to acquire new knowledge. My school is not large, but it has a cozy feeling. I take my seat at my desk and open my textbook. I pay close attention when my teacher's talking. I put my hand up when I have an answer. Sometimes I am right and sometimes I make errors. Every evening I sit down at my desk to complete my homework. Homework isn't always simple, but it helps me to understand the material. I write using my pencil and I erase any mistakes. My backpack holds my books and my lunch each day. During lunchtime, I sit with my friends in the cafeteria. We share our meal and chat about school. After lunch, the bell sounds and we head back to class. In my English class, I read short stories and I practiced my speaking. In my math class, I work on simple problems on the whiteboard. In my science class, I learn about animals and our planet. I enjoy art class because I have the freedom to draw. During recess, I run and play outdoors with my friends. At my house, I read at a slow pace and try to comprehend the words. I practice composing sentences to improve my English skills. I occasionally ask my teacher when there is something I don't grasp. My teacher's very kind and assists me in learning. I feel glad when I receive a good grade. Sometimes the homework is challenging, but I continue to try. I use my dictionary to look up new words. I say the words over and over again. I review my work before I hand it to the teacher. I fix my errors and attempt it again. I acquire new knowledge every single day at school. My classmates are friendly and we assist one another. I practice reading out loud to enhance my speaking. I am confident that every small step contributes to my English learning. I copy sentences from the whiteboard to remember them better. When I'm studying, I sometimes say the words aloud. I aim to speak English clearly and with self-assurance. School provides me with an opportunity to grow each day. Education is vital because it creates opportunities in life. I am certain English will be useful for me in the future. One day I hope to attend a university and study. I dream about graduating from school and finding success. Mistakes are a natural part of learning, so I'm not fearful. When I study diligently, I feel a sense of pride. My family encourages me and advises me to try my best. I enjoy learning new words and using them in the classroom. Practicing every day makes my English stronger. I feel proud when I can understand what my teacher is saying. Each class provides me with something valuable for my life. Reading stories helps expand my vocabulary. The more I read, the more self-assured I become. The more I write, the more skilled I get. I like English because it allows me to communicate with people from all over the world. Math shows me how to think with care and clarity. Science sparks my curiosity about the world that surrounds me. History tells me stories from long ago. Art allows me to be creative and to express my feelings. School shows me how to be polite and respectful. I am learning to listen while other people are talking. I am learning to share and cooperate with my classmates. School is not just about textbooks. It's also about life. Studying will enable me to pursue my dreams. I hope to earn good grades and make my family proud. Homework can be difficult, but it aids my improvement. I have confidence in myself to learn one step at a time. Every day I become a little better at English. I am sure that practice is the secret to success. Learning gives me a feeling of strength and confidence. My friends and I occasionally get together to study after school. We support each other and exchange ideas. School gets me closer to achieving my future dreams. Each day at school presents another opportunity to grow. Okay, let's now advance to the next level. The sentences will be a bit longer. Listen closely and try to shadow along with me. I typically study for about 1 to 2 hours after school. At times I feel exhausted, but I understand that homework is important. When I complete my assignments, I feel a sense of accomplishment. I keep all my notes organized within different folders. I frequently highlight key information in my textbooks. I enjoy using flashcards to memorize new words. Studying with a classmate makes learning more manageable. We test each other before our exams. I avoid studying at the very last minute. Preparing in advance helps me feel self-assured. Sometimes I choose to study in the library since it is quiet. At home, I sit down at my desk and silence my phone. I require quiet in order to concentrate. Well, my teacher assigns me homework on most days. I complete math exercises, reading assignments, and writing practice. Sometimes I am also asked to prepare brief presentations. I practice my public speaking in front of a mirror. It helps to build my confidence. I read English articles on the internet to expand my vocabulary. I sometimes watch videos with the subtitles turned on. This makes the learning process enjoyable. At school, we are assigned group projects. Collaborating in a team teaches me about cooperation. Sometimes we have disagreements, but we figure out how to resolve problems at university. Life is different compared to high school. Students are given more freedom, but they also have greater responsibilities. Professors don't review homework on a daily basis. They expect their students to be self-reliant. A lot of students reside in dormitories. Dorm life is enjoyable but can be noisy at times. Some students prepare meals together in communal kitchens. Others have their meals in the cafeteria. The university offers various clubs and activities for students. Becoming a member of a club is a good way to make friends. Many students have part-time jobs. They have to balance their studies and their work. Time management becomes extremely important. Students will sometimes stay up very late at night. They consume coffee to remain awake. Exams can be a source of stress, but planning ahead helps to minimize that stress. I create a study schedule before my exams. I adhere to it strictly. I also make sure to take short breaks. Breaks allow me to stay refreshed. When I pass an exam, I celebrate with my friends. We might go get some pizza or coffee. Success is a great feeling when you've worked for it. Failure isn't the final outcome. Failure is an opportunity to try once more. Teachers and professors motivate us to learn from our errors. Learning is an extended journey. We need to have patience with ourselves. At times, studying is challenging, but it is always beneficial in the end. Education creates opportunities for the future. I hope to study in another country one day. It's exciting to meet students from around the world. We exchange our cultures and different ideas. Studying is not just about your grades. It's about personal growth, confidence, and acquiring knowledge. My objective is to find joy in learning every single day. Homework, projects, and exams are all a part of this process. I am prepared for the challenge. I will continue to learn step by step. Knowledge is what will lead me to success. At the university level, effective time management is crucial. Okay, you have just practiced 200 sentences covering studying, homework, school, and university life. We began with basic beginner sentences and progressed to intermediate and then upper intermediate. By shadowing these sentences, you've enhanced your listening skills. You've improved your speaking and your memory all at once. Don't forget, daily practice is the secret to making progress. Even just 10 minutes of shadowing can significantly impact your fluency. So please go back, listen one more time, and repeat until the sentences come naturally to you. All right, let's elevate our discussion to the next level. We've covered the fundamentals of studying and navigating university life. Now let's delve into the more complex skills and mindsets that truly define a successful academic and professional journey. These sentences are designed for advanced learners who want to sound sophisticated, articulate, and ready for any high-level academic or professional environment. Listen carefully and continue to shadow me. In higher education, you transition from being a passive recipient of information to an active creator of knowledge. Lectures provide the foundational framework, but seminars and tutorials are where the real intellectual engagement happens. In these smaller group settings, you're expected to critique, analyze, and debate scholarly materials. Participating actively in these discussions is not just for your grade. It's crucial for sharpening your critical thinking skills. Your professors are not just lecturers, they are mentors and guides in your academic field. I make it a point to attend my professor's office hours regularly. This is an invaluable opportunity to clarify complex concepts from the lectures. It's also a chance to discuss my own ideas and get personalized feedback on my academic progress. Building a professional rapport with faculty can lead to mentorship, research opportunities, and strong letters of recommendation. These relationships are one of the most significant assets you can build during your university years. Academic integrity is the cornerstone of all scholarly work. I understand that plagiarism, which is presenting someone else's work or ideas as your own, is a serious academic offense. Therefore, I am meticulous about citing all my sources using the required citation style, such as APA, MLA, or Chicago. Proper citation is not just about avoiding plagiarism. It's about acknowledging the intellectual contributions of others and situating my own work within the ongoing scholarly conversation. It demonstrates my engagement with the existing body of research. When I begin a research paper, my first step is to formulate a clear and compelling thesis statement. This statement acts as the central argument of my entire paper and provides a roadmap for my writing. A strong thesis is not merely a statement of fact. It is a debatable claim that requires evidence and analysis to support it. The process of refining my thesis statement helps me to focus my research and structure my arguments coherently. My research process extends far beyond the assigned textbooks. I utilize the university's online databases to access peer-reviewed journals and scholarly articles. Learning to distinguish between primary and secondary sources is a fundamental research skill. I critically evaluate each source for its credibility, relevance, and potential biases before incorporating it into my work. Synthesizing information from multiple sources allows me to build a nuanced and well-supported argument. Writing is an iterative process of drafting, revising, and editing. My first draft is never my final product. It is simply a starting point to get my ideas down on paper. After drafting, I spend a significant amount of time revising the content, focusing on the clarity of my argument, the logical flow of my ideas, and the strength of my evidence. Finally, I proofread carefully to eliminate any errors in grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Seeking feedback from the university's writing center or from my peers is an integral part of my revision process. While academic performance is important, I recognize that holistic development is key to future success. I actively seek out internships and co-op programs related to my field of study. These opportunities provide practical, hands-on experience that complements my theoretical knowledge from the classroom. Internships allow me to apply my skills in a real-world context, build a professional network, and clarify my career goals. An internship can often be a direct bridge to full-time employment after graduation. Networking is a proactive and ongoing effort. I attend career fairs, departmental seminars, and guest lectures to connect with professionals and alumni in my industry. I maintain a professional online profile on platforms like LinkedIn to showcase my skills and experiences. Effective networking is not about collecting contacts. It's about building genuine, mutually beneficial relationships. I follow up with people I meet and seek opportunities to offer value, not just to ask for favors. I am also involved in extracurricular activities on campus. I joined the debate club to improve my public speaking and argumentation skills. I volunteer for a local nonprofit to contribute to my community and develop a sense of social responsibility. These activities are not just hobbies, They are essential for developing soft skills like leadership, teamwork, communication, and time management. Employers highly value these transferable skills, which are often developed outside the traditional academic setting. As I approach graduation, my focus shifts towards planning my career trajectory. I work closely with the university's Career Services Office. They provide invaluable resources, including resume building workshops, mock interview sessions, and career counseling. I am tailoring my resume to highlight the specific skills and experiences relevant to the jobs I'm applying for. I practice articulating my strengths and accomplishments using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result, to prepare for behavioral interview questions. For my final year, I am undertaking a capstone project, also known as a senior thesis. This project is the culmination of my undergraduate studies, allowing me to conduct in-depth research on a topic of my choice. It challenges me to work independently, manage a long-term project, and produce a substantial piece of original scholarship. This project will serve as a powerful demonstration of my analytical and research capabilities to potential employers or graduate school admissions committees. I understand that learning does not end with a degree. The world is constantly evolving, and I am committed to being a lifelong learner. Whether it's through formal graduate studies, professional certifications, or independent learning, I will continue to acquire new knowledge and skills throughout my career. This adaptability and commitment to continuous improvement are essential for long-term professional relevance and personal growth. My university education has not just given me knowledge, it has taught me how to learn, think critically, and approach challenges with confidence. I am equipped and eager to make a meaningful contribution to my chosen field. Thank you very much for joining me today for this episode. This is English Unleashed, and I'm Tom. Until the next time, continue studying, continue practicing, and always believe in yourself. Bye for now.